G'day guys, welcome back to Playing Footy. My name is Bailey and today we've got a bit of trade news, but also big Joey Daniher has pulled the pin, the big 30-year-old. He kicked the last goal of the winning grand final 2024 and he's called time. I think arguably one of his best games was against GWS, that sort of this year's final series, and that goal from the boundary. I mean, yeah, he certainly knew that if it wasn't this year, he's going to pull the pin and walk away. And even Chris Fagan said in an interview that last year in 2023, when they lost Collingwood, he was even weighing up then whether just to pull the pin and walk away. But luckily for him, he stayed for one more year and things worked out for him. But just thought I'd obviously mention that. He's going to leave not a massive hole in the forward line for Brisbane. They've got Logan Morris, they've got Eric Hipwood, they've got Cam Rayner, they got Kyle Oman, they got Kitty Coleman when he comes back. Whether he plays forward or back is yet to be seen. But yeah, I think overall Brisbane are going to see if they can try and find another big tall forward and sort of fill that hole a little bit, but they are pretty well covered, so I think it should be okay. In other news, in trade talk, Harry Perryman is going to Collingwood on about $900K a year. I saw an interview with Kane, or I saw a segment with Kane Corns on SEN talking about Harry Perryman, how he thought it was paying overs. Look, $900K for GWS's 8th best player is probably a little bit overs. Collingwood are certainly playing the risk with getting Harry Perryman for that price. I think with Harry Perryman, because he is somewhat versatile, you can play him. He's one of those players that you can play him all around the ground. He's not really set in one position, which in this day and age, with the way the game is, it's good to have a player that can be quite versatile. So I think that's probably going to be advantageous to them. However, I just don't know if 900K is, you probably got someone like Isaac Quainer who's probably thinking, what, 900K for Harry Perryman? I'm on 700 or whatever. So it's sort of like, it's one of those things where Collingwood is certainly having a gamble. But it'd be interesting to see if it pays off. In other trade talks is James Peatling. James Peatling's gone to the Crows. So this is after he said he would stay at the Giants on a 4-year contract. The Crows have, tabled to him an offer and he's gone, yep, I'll come to the Crows. Now, part of me thinks, is it because of Isaac Cumming? Now, Isaac Cumming's obviously gone to the Crows as well. But what's in Adelaide? I mean, with no disrespect, but like, why leave a team, GWS, that's clearly, on the up, to go to Crows where you don't know if Stephen Nicks has got another year left in him? I mean, that's the reality of it. It's not a I'm not having a pot shot. I'm just talking facts. Why would you go to the Crows, who Sloane's left, Tex Walker's going to struggle to get through 2025. Elliot Himmelberg's already left to go to the Suns. So that's another development there. So the Suns have basically accepted him. The Crows won't receive any compensation for his departure. So the Suns, I think Elliot Himmelberg, from what I've seen, was an okay for it. He's not going to set the world on fire, but hey, Dimmer might be able to work something with him and get things all set and done for him. But yeah, back on James Peatling, I'm bewildered. I'm a little bit surprised by that. So we'll see what happens. Melbourne are set to hold on to Clayton Oliver. Now this is getting pretty messy because you got two of their star midfielders, Christian Petrarca, who's gone to basically a Red Bull camp. So he didn't even go to the best and fairest. And then you've got Clayton Oliver, who literally likes a post from Geelong saying that he's going to Geelong. So I think for Melbourne, they are stuck between a rock and a hard place, because if they decide to keep them, to keep Clayton, which they are set to do today to announce, there's no guarantee Clayton Oliver's going to put his best foot forward, in 2025, let alone preseason. And how did preseason go from this year? Terrible. So it's just one of those things where Melbourne are really, I don't know who's looking after their list. There's a lot of shake up, their CEO, their board, there's a lot of changes at Melbourne. What do you guys reckon? Comment down below, like, subscribe. What do you guys think of the Elliot Himmelberg situation, Clayton Oliver situation, James Peatling, Harry Perryman, and the Joe Danaher retirement? There's so much more to be covered, so stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Cheers.